This brand new research by Gallup says American trust in the mass media is at its lowest point since 2016 and near a record low overall.
Jeff Zucker has announced his immediate resignation as the president of CNN. This comes amid an investigation into what Jeff Zucker calls a consensual relationship.
What happened and where CNN goes from here?
You were caught masturbating on camera. You since then have been on leave from CNN. Do I have all that right?
You got it all right, sad to say.
The biggest media story this weekend, it's the firing of Chris Cuomo from this network, CNN. Late Wednesday, a lawyer contacted CNN with a sexual misconduct complaint about Cuomo.
Joining me now, the man who accused Don Lemon of sexual assault. His accuser claims Lemon started rubbing himself.
But the even bigger point, I think, is about what the press is. Is it produced by reporters or by repeaters? Repeaters are the talk radio shouters. They're on TV and radio telling the same story every day. President Trump.
President Trump. President Trump. Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Trump.
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Telling the same story every day.
Repeaters are Twitter trolls who anonymously amplify propaganda and try to wear the rest of us down with their repetition.
January 6th.
January 6th.
January 6th. January 6th.
January 6th.
January 6th.
January 6th.
January 6th.
Repetition.
The January 6th insurrection.
The insurrection.
The insurrection.
The insurrection.
The insurrection.
The insurrection.
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 Repetition. Repetition.
Repetition.
So much of what they are repeating is from reporters, from the people paid to figure out what is true.
A widely held conspiracy theory that the coronavirus was created in a Chinese laboratory.
Dr. Fauci, thank you for keeping it straight. Thank you for fighting the good fight.
We know the science. We know that masks work.
What we have now is a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This is really now a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This is now a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This is now a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
This is now a pandemic of the unvaccinated.
Much of the dossier has been corroborated.
What does Putin have on Trump? Has Trump been compromised?
But it does look like that young man to me is taunting the Native American Vietnam vet, and he's in his face.
There is no evidence of any wrongdoing by either Hunter or Joe Biden.
There's no evidence of wrongdoing by either Joe or Hunter Biden.
What you're seeing behind me is one of multiple locations that have been burning in Kenosha.
But this isn't about ideology.
The biggest terror threat in this country comes from radicals on the far right, primarily white men.
As a white woman, aware of my own privilege in this country, I am so angry, and I can't even begin.
Now, too many see the protests as the problem. No, the problem is what forced your fellow citizens to take to the streets.
A few moments later.
We're here inside CNN Center. We just threw something on fire, Chris. Something's on fire.
Nick, you all right?
We're getting out of here, Chris.
All right.
We are not fake news. We are real news.
And now the two faces of Hillary Clinton are coming out. The fact through WikiLeaks that she says one thing and
Oh, no. All right, let's see if we can get Congressman Collins back. Obviously, we just lost the satellite feed. That sucks.
Routinely at these rallies, we are hearing chants of CNN sucks.
This is CNN, the most trusted name in.
CNN sucks, man.
First of all, shout out to the Daily Water for putting on that montage. But yeah, guys, you heard it here first. This is what happens when you literally put on the same freaking news story every single day and expect people to just keep on just rolling along with it because you truly believe that your audience is freaking dim with it. Which, you know, in actuality they are. Some people are politically immature to even vote. But they try to tell you if you don't believe this news story, you are a idiot. Even though this news story, if this news company, this same news company is cleaning house right now because of their low ratings. This is what happens when people find out that you have been lying to them the whole time. They go towards other people such as myself and independent commentators, or even the Republican newsstand, Fox News. People crap on Fox News all the time, but the one thing they do have is ratings. Even if you believe Fox News is filled with, bigots, racist, homophobic people, they got the ratings. people are not buying CNN because it's just nothing but propaganda. Same thing with Fox News as well. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to like these same people that say if you watch this news and not mine, then you're an idiot. But then when they put on some reliable news, as they say, CNN is the biggest enemy towards the American people, especially Black Americans. So guys, you already know how it is. This is what happens when the establishment has no need for you anymore. Brian Stelter this is from Blaze Media. Brian Stelter out at CNN. Struggling network cancels his reliable sources show. Again, this is after the Discovery bought majority AT&T or CNN from DC to all that stuff. This is after Discovery pretty much bought everything, and now they're cleaning house. Brian Stelter, who has been long criticized for bias against conservatives, Fox News, and former President Donald Trump, told National Public Radio he's leaving CNN as the cable network is canceling reliable sources. His Sunday show focused on the media. Stelter's CNN chief media correspondent told NPR in a statement that he's grateful for the show and his team's examination of the media, the truth, and the stories that shape our world, and that's all in quotations. It was a rare privilege to lead a weekly show focused on the press at a time when it was never been more consensual. He said to the outlet, adding that more would be said on his final episodes of Reliable Sources this Sunday. CNN's chief, Chris Litt, told Stelter on the decision Wednesday, NPR said, adding the light has been making cuts at the network as part of Warner Bros. Discovery's takeover of the old Time Warner Company. The outlet told Stelter often touted the ratings of reliable sources on Twitter. NPR added that investor John Malone, a major financial stockholder in the new Warner Discovery conglomerate, was among those who has criticized CNN for having become more politicized in the Trump years. In fact, the outlet said that Stelter in February referred to Malone more than a dozen times amid coverage of the Discovery deal and expressed concern about Malone's influence on CNN. Again, guys, good riddance. We need, people need to leave these big corporations, these big establishments, and start focusing on the more independent guys who are obviously not paid off. Whether you believe some of them are, biased as hell with their coverage, like the Young Turks, whether or not you believe some of these guys have a bias, they're not paid off. They are actually talking from what they deem to be the truth, and how much evidence or how many stories or how many studies came out and said, like, yes, what this right here is actually factually correct. When it comes to news outlets like CNN and MSNBC as well, I'm honestly surprised Don Lemon ain't joined them, or Don Lemon is joining him sometime soon, because Don Lemon doesn't really bring in no ratings either. From what Brian Stelter's ratings, his lowest was 300,000 views. That's terrible for a major news outlet. YouTubers make more views than that. Playing games. Freaking Steven Crowder gets more views than that in just 1 hour. Whether or not you like Steven Crowder or not, he does get more views than Brian Stelter because his fan base is what people deem to be legitimate. Because he's not a big guy that's being paid off. He's just a guy with his own personal opinion. Some of it may be stupid, but it is what it is. When it comes to Brian Stelter having a major platform like freaking, being funded by a multi-billion-dollar company like AT&T, Time Warner, now Discovery is coming in and cleaning the house, and they have nobody to blame for that but theyself, because they rather just put on the same news outlet, Trump bad, Trump this, Trump that, Trump that, Trump this, fiery but mostly peaceful BLM is out here helping out the black community, which they're not, because they are not putting out one freaking dime into actually helping out disenfranchised black communities like they said they was going to do. Fighting against a police brutality. They ain't do that not once. All they did was make a damn Twitter to talk about how much they're fighting for it, when nobody knows where the money's going. Well, it's going into the buying houses for Patrice Cullors. That's where that money's going. They don't want to talk about that. What's actually going on in like these disenfranchised community? They don't want to talk about that. They don't actually want to talk about. They just more worried about what Trump has on his goddamn burger, or what kind of ice cream Joe Biden is eating. How is that news? How is that actually talking about some real world problems like Ukraine? Again, guys, this is what happens when the establishment has no more need for you. You're costing them money, and now you're deemed as the weakest link, and now they are giving you the goddamn boot. Good riddance, in my opinion. Good riddance. But guys, that's all I have right here, man. If you guys like I'm saying, like I'm subscribed to the video, hit the notification bell. I will see y'all next one. Peace. Also, make sure you join me on my Discord. You know, the links are in the description below. You guys want to have a conversation, want to talk. You guys want to promote your own videos. You want to talk about gaming, movies, and TV shows, or politics. Just hit that link in the description box below, and let's have a chat. Also, make sure you follow me on my Twitch. I'll be on my Twitch sometimes, just playing games, just be chilling. Some new games coming out this year that I want to play, especially when it comes to Resident Evil games, and just make sure you subscribe there, you follow me there, and let's have some fun. Also, make sure that you do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, because the YouTube algorithm is hurting everybody at this point, and they do not like seeing small guys like myself grow. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because your man try to get paid here, people. It don't take nothing but a second.